is a brand that's actually not sold in Korea. Korean folks here, we have no idea what it is. As a matter of fact, their sales last year surpassed Amore Pacific sales. People know of it and they do sell it, but I think it's way more popular in the US than it is in Korea. Stop before you spend another dime or a dollar on a viral KBEAUTY at Ulta. Y'all need to watch this video, okay? So you guys have probably seen that Ulta has hand-selected, hand-picked all of these amazing K-beauty brands for the creation K-beauty. And I just gotta say, guys, I've been in the industry for 10 years reviewing a plethora amount of products, and I feel like it is my duty to give you guys an honest review as to whether these products or brands are worth the K-beauty label. So without further ado, let's get this video started right away. Chop chop! First, starting off with the brand Peach & Lily. It's definitely a brand that's got that clean, minimalistic, very aesthetic vibes. And I've noticed that they use a lot of botanical ingredients as well. And I just gotta say the packaging is gorgeous. But here's a reality check. Peach & Lily is a brand that's actually not sold in Korea. Korean folks here, we have no idea what it is. And I think it's only if you're really into the K-beauty industry that you probably might have encountered this. Now, with that being said, I know that the founders are Korean American, and I think this is manufactured in Korea, yes. And it is very much K-beauty inspired. But I just don't want you guys to get it mixed up and think that this is a brand that's actually popular in Korea, because it's not. It's just a matter of brand image, etc. So I have nothing against them, and I do want to support women founders and people who are just killing it in this industry, but I did have to let you guys know that. I have their hero product. This is their glass skin refining serum, and it retails at $39 on Ulta, I've noticed, which is quite expensive, I have to say. And they've used peach extract, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, peptide. So this is kind of like your all-in-one serum that's really going to hydrate, moisturize, nourish, brighten, protect, and fortify your skin barrier, all that good, delicious stuff. And as for the formulation, it's very light. It's very lightweight. I was actually expecting a very thick one just because of the name glass skin, but it is pretty dense. It's got that viscosity, so it's bound to give you a nice shine, but it absorbs very, very well, and it doesn't really leave you a schmucky, sticky residue that you would imagine. It is such an easily managed product for anyone, you know, even someone who's never done a skincare routine their whole entire life. Now, do I think the product is worth it or not? I love it, but I do think it's a little bit overpriced compared to what it offers, and I think it will be a lovely product to check out when it's on sale. But also, as an alternative, I think the brand Primera would have made an excellent alternative to this brand Peach & Lily. Primera also has kind of that clean aesthetic image, and they do also use a lot of botanical extracted ingredients, a lot of seed ingredients too. Now, I will say they did change and up their brand image to something a little bit more sciencey, but for me, on the most part, they still retain that kind of clean aesthetic brand image for me. And also, Primera has a very much wide range of products, from really gentle, nourishing ones to, like I said, high performing, effective, but still gentle products with like retinol and vitamin C in it. And I feel like their price points, it is not affordable, but compared to what you're paying, I feel like you're actually getting a lot more in return in terms of the experience, the formulation, etc. So I think that does compare. Now, I do have to mention though, I was looking up Primera's international prices on Olivion Global, and I noticed they did up the price, which was really, really disappointing. So make sure to get it when you're maybe visiting Korea, or you can get it on sale. Next, let's talk about the brand Anua. I feel like this is a brand that's been going very crazy and aggressive with their marketing. I feel like even if I don't want to see them, I'll see them eventually in one TikTok short form, one way or another. It's definitely a brand that's viral, that's going hyped up, and it's also a brand that's really popular in Korea as well as Japan as well as in US. Now, let's take a look at one of their hero products. This is their Heartleaf Soothing Toner 77%. It's basically a very watery toner with 77% of heartleaf extract, so it's going to be very calming and very soothing. And I've definitely heard mixed reviews on this product. Some people say it's like boring, it's just like it feels like water, straight up water, whereas whereas I know a lot of people also enjoy this. I mean, this is a very much hyped up product just globally, I feel like. And I'm personally someone who's in that latter opinion. I do enjoy it. I feel like it's calming. It's great for DIY toner sheet mask. It's great to just slap on whenever my skin's a little irritated, red. I don't have to think about it. It's very mild. It's very gentle. It's great for beginners. It's just very, very versatile, and I could recommend this to anyone. Now, even though I do enjoy this, like I've mentioned before when reviewing Anua products in general, I do feel like their products are a bit more overpriced, just a tad bit, compared to, once again, what they offer. I feel like I would definitely check them out when they're on sale. Now, besides this toner, I know that their niacinamide 10% TXA serum is really, really hyped up too. A lot of people swear by its brightening effect, how it kind of clears away the hyperpigmentations and the acne marks. But I will say a very high percentage of niacinamide might irritate your skin if you have very, very sensitive skin. I just want to mention. And also their cleansing oil is very much popular, especially in Korea. Now, likewise, I think these products are great. I just think it's a little overpriced. And as an alternative to Anua, you know what brand I thought of? You know what brand I wish Anua picked up instead? Is Round Lab. I am such a big fan of Round Lab for a very good reason. They carry so much of these gentle products that works for everyone. And unlike their Heartleaf toner, their Dokdo toner feels amazing because they put a mineral water in it, and it has that 3% of viscosity, which I love, so it feels a little bit more hydrating. Their Camellia line is very nourishing. Their SPF range is amazing. They're honestly a 국민 brand, or 국민템, which translates to like Korea's it brand or Korea's it product. Like everyone uses the Round Lab SPF in Korea. It's that great. Please, please, please make sure to check them out as well, because I feel like they're fabulous. Next, let's talk about the brand Medicube. I feel like Medicube is a brand that has made history with their device. And as a matter of fact, their sales last year surpassed Amore Pacific sales, which is Korea's #1 conglomerate company when it comes to beauty. It's like L'Oreal, Korea's L'Oreal. So the fact that they surpassed their sales says a lot, and I feel like they really did change the industry with their device. I know everyone's using it on TikTok, like I think Kim Kardashian used it. Really, really big TikTokers are also using it. I feel like it's worth it, but only if you're willing to commit to it every single day. If you're like a lazy gal and you're just like, maybe once in a while, don't. It's not worth your money if you can't commit. And I honestly, with that money, I would just get a laser treatment or like even visit Korea, because this is not cheap. You guys know my favorite device from Medicube is the EMS one, where it kind of works up the muscles on your face, and I just love what it does. I feel like that one's really, really worth your money, because it's very important to work out the muscles on your face as well, as that will delay and kind of prevent the sagging of your skin. Now, in terms of their skincare products though, you guys know how I feel about this. I used to really love their products, but I feel like nowadays, with their attempt at really trying to go viral on TikTok, I feel like they manufacture and put out products that are more suitable for TikTok rather than our skin. So a lot of their products I feel like are too harsh. They don't even work well. Like for example, the collagen wrap, I feel like theirs ones is one of the worst ones that I've tried out of all of the collagen wrap masks out there. I feel like Medipeel did a really good job on theirs. There are ones that I do like from their skincare brands. Like I love their capsule creams. It's just so fun, very nourishing, very suitable for my skin, and it's not too harsh or anything like that. I just don't recommend like using that much on your skin. You know that viral trend where people just plop it on, like you do not need to do that. So I do very much have mixed feelings about the skincare products, but as for the devices themselves, I'm like, why not? Check it out. Next, a brand I was genuinely excited to see at Ulta. It is Fwee. It is the cutest, most stinking cutest brand ever. I love a Fwee with a passion. So the fact that I saw Ulta pick up was like, yes, finally a brand that's really popular and really hip and really kind of representative of what Koreans love. Fwee is a brand, makeup brand that's actually a sister brand to Numbuzin or Numbuzin, however you want to pronounce it. But with that being said, Fwee is a very popular brand in Korea, especially their pudding pots, which came out like, I want to say 2 years ago now. has blown off the charts. Everyone was obsessed with these pudding pots, and I feel like people really do still love using this, and I feel like they really did make a huge change in this makeup industry in Korea, because ever since they came out, every makeup brand in Korea have been coming out with their own molds of packaging designs. So before, it used to be more of a very generic design, but now you guys should check out all of these designs that brands are coming out with. It's like art. And of course, their pudding pot is so adorable. Now, there are a lot of reasons as to why this product went viral in Korea. First, of course, the cute packaging, and second, they had a whole range of color selection, so literally anyone could find the shade for them. And third, one of the makeup trends that's been really going around and has really settled well in Korea is the whole gradient look, where your eyeshadow color and your blush color and lip color looks very put together, and it's just like a really nice gradient of the same color palette. And these products make it so easy for us to achieve that. So with this one product, you can use this as your eyeshadow, your blush, and your lip color, which is what I did today. And so easy, so simple. Now, I did have one question as to whether Fwee will survive the very competitive US market, where US literally has so many amazing cosmetic makeup brands. So I was like, can we compete? But I do feel like Fwee does have a little place with this cute packaging. I mean, I don't feel like I've seen anything like cute in the US, so maybe in that sense it will be amazing. The only downside of the Fwee pudding pots is that it can be a little bit unhygienic. They do have a separate tool so that you can apply it on, but honestly, I don't think I've ever seen anyone carry out that tool with them outside when we're applying the pudding pots. Everyone just uses their fingers, so it can seem a little unhygienic. But other than that, I think it's definitely worth the hype. It's definitely worth checking out. So yay! Last but definitely not least, let's talk about the brand Tirtir. Now, I have reviewed the brand and their products a couple of times on my channel, so if you guys have been my follower, my Subis, you guys probably know what I have to say about them. But before we get into that, I just want to say Tirtir has a very, very interesting history, as it was founded by a very famous Korean influencer. But ever since she sold her company, Tirtir has been very aggressive on the US market as well. So it's very interesting to see their identity kind of change. I feel like now with the Masquerade Red Cushion and with how they expanded their color range, they've kind of turned into this very inclusive, hip, very US brand as opposed to their origin. Now, with that being said, guys, this Tirtir Masquerade Red Cushion is actually not very much popular within Korea. People know of it and they do sell it, but I think it's way more popular in the US than it is in Korea. This is a cushion that doesn't really align with what Koreans are looking for in base makeup. We Koreans love that breathless, airless, very light, my skin but better glowy look, as if we have really, really healthy skin. Whereas I feel like, for example, in the US, people really like that photoshopped, really touched up look for their base, as if they've really gotten everything together, like everything snatched, So with that being said, this cushion is a pretty thicker one, and it really does feel like you have a good layer of foundation on, and it is buildable. It has decent coverage too, and it has more of a semi-matte finish. I think this cushion is really good for the summer times when it's really hot and humid in Korea especially. But like I said, it's not very much popular in Korea. I do think it's worth checking out though. But other than that, honestly, I feel like my favorite products from Tirtir is actually their skincare. I absolutely adore their milk skin and their ceramic cream and their ceramic serum, especially if you have really dry, dehydrated skin and you really love that nourishing formulation. These are some of their best products I absolutely love. And I feel like these are more popular in Korea and Japan. Nonetheless, I do feel like they're really worth checking out just because they have such a great range of shade that anyone, literally anyone, can use. However, I do have to recommend this other brand, which I thought would have been a great alternative to Tirtir when it comes to base makeup, and it is the brand JSM, 정샘물. This is a brand that's really, really popular in Korea. 정샘물, or JSM, is a very famous makeup artist. She's been in this game for a very long time, and she handled the makeup for top A-list celebrities. She made her own makeup brand, and their cushion foundation is so beautiful. It is still a little bit thick, but the finish that it gives is so mesmerizing. It really does hit that spot for Koreans when trying to achieve that flawless, glossy, and glassy skin look. Not only the cushion foundations though, a lot of their products are really, really amazing to get that ideal K-beauty glass skin look. Like their base products, their mist, their SPF products. It's so delicious, guys. So definitely make sure to check out JSM if you can. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I love all brands and all products, but I just wanted the best for you guys. I just want the best for you guys, you know? Make sure to check out my alternatives as well. And if you guys want to see a part 2 on reviewing the K-beauty selections at Ulta, let me know in the comments down below and I'll give it to you guys straight and honest. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in the next. Ciao!